Now to some big news out of politics. Texas Senator Ted Cruz has announced his endorsement for president. On his Facebook page this afternoon, Cruz wrote, "After many months of careful consideration, of prayer, and searching my own conscience, I have decided that on Election Day, I will vote for the Republican nominee, Donald Trump."
Cruz's endorsement comes after a pretty bitter and contentious battle with the now Republican nominee. Cruz became the target of party criticism after the Republican National Convention when he actually refused to endorse Trump. During his 20-minute speech on the convention floor at the time, he told his supporters to vote their conscience.
He now says he's honoring his prior commitment to support the Republican nominee and to stop Hillary Clinton from becoming president. With us now is CBSN political contributor Hogan Gidley. Hogan is also the former senior communications advisor for Mike Huckabee and the Huckabee campaign.
So how significant is this endorsement?
It's significant in the fact that Donald Trump is lagging in the evangelical vote. Ted Cruz obviously has the ear of that constituency. He courted that constituency in a massive way in the presidential election. And when you look at the numbers, Mitt Romney got around 71% of evangelical vote without even trying, never courted them at all. He just got them to some degree because he had an R by his name. George W. Bush got around 80% and won the election. Obviously, Mitt Romney lost. And Donald Trump sits around 68, 69% of evangelical votes right now. He's going to have to get that number up if he's going to secure the White House. And the way to help do that to some degree is to get Ted Cruz on board and to start having Ted Cruz go around the country and talk about the importance of voting for and the endorsement of Donald Trump. As you guys know, this endorsement is good for him. He needs it now, but it was something that probably should have come during the convention. Ted Cruz took a lot of flack for going on that stage, having that stage, Donald Trump giving him a primetime speaking slot at the Republican convention, even though he hadn't endorsed Donald Trump at that point, and used that time, instead of endorsing Donald Trump, he used that time to promote himself in what many pundits and Republicans call the selfish act, and use code words, vote your conscience, those types of things, which was the same rhetoric he used on the campaign trail on the stump to basically say, you know, if you look in your heart, you're really going to vote for me because I'm the one who should be president. I'm the one who should be the nominee. So this is significant to bring this to a close. It's significant in the fact that right now Trump needs that constituency in order to secure the White House, and Ted Cruz is a potential helper for that constituency.
But Hogan, it occurs to me that there is still some careful politicized language here. In the statement from Ted Cruz, he says, "I will support the Republican nominee," weighty pause, comma, Donald Trump. So he's on the one hand getting behind Donald Trump, but on the other hand, he seems to have built some distance in for himself so that if Trump goes down in flames, Ted Cruz and his future political ambitions are not tarnished with them.
Yeah, but yes, I'm actually kind of surprised the statement was as forceful as it was. He called him Donald Trump. He called him by name. He actually used the word endorse, which I didn't think he would actually do. But more than that, I know where you're going with that, with the comment you just made. But it's not the statement that tells me that the distance is still there. It's the timing of this. Why Ted Cruz decided not to do this when he had the primetime slot, that told me he was trying to build in his distance. It's not this statement. We're, however many days out now, a little bit more than a month out. He needs this endorsement. It's good for Donald Trump. And quite frankly, Ted Cruz needs it too. It's no secret in the Republican circles that Ted Cruz is going to run for president again. He may do it multiple times. And he doesn't want to be accused of not going in full force to defeat Hillary Clinton. Remember, for Republicans, a lot of folks out there, it's not necessarily about supporting Donald Trump. It's more about defeating Hillary Clinton. And while most Republicans I talk to who are still on the fence, they will tell me point blank, we have no idea what Donald Trump will do in the White House, none. But we know what Hillary Clinton would do, and that scares us more. And so it's less about Donald Trump for some Republicans and more about the Clintons. And as I've said on air several times with you guys, nothing rallies Republicans like the Clintons. And right now, the Clintons are at the top of the ticket. They're trying to get back in the White House as a team, and it makes a lot of sense that Ted Cruz should come out if he has a political future in mind and try to work to defeat the Clintons instead of worrying about himself.
Hogan, does it affect Trump's reputation and his base that he called Ted Lion Ted? I mean, is this really going to ultimately translate to votes for Donald Trump?
I always tend to think that an endorsement only means one vote, and it's the person who actually endorses you. But it is a signal to the evangelicals out there that, hey, it's okay. You can vote for Donald Trump. Let's not put Hillary Clinton in the White House. It was the same thing that brought Mike Huckabee out as well. It told a lot of evangelicals who just said, we're really concerned about Trump. We don't know if he's authentic or not. It gives him some bona fides within that community that make it more palatable for a lot of evangelicals to decide to go out and vote for Trump.
All right, Hogan Gidley on the phone for us. I love that line. I always say an endorsement is just one vote. I think you're probably right about that one. Thank you very much, sir.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day.